Ballistic, Ecks vs. Sever is the Antonio Banderas mega blockbuster hit movie where he showed the world, look, a paycheck's a paycheck, now leave him the fuck alone. It starts off with a heart-pounding custody exchange.
Come on, Michael. Daddy's waiting.
And doesn't let up from there. Now they're driving along, minding their own business, when a Chrysler does what Chryslers do. How's it even possible to be such a bad driver they could wreck a parked car? Well, okay then. Now we see Banderas, who already knows his career's fucked.
I'm not the man you want.
Nice try, but you reek of the desperation that only comes from being in this or a Seagal movie, and they don't hear any women or children screaming.
Shut the fuck up.
So that narrows it down.
You don't want to do this.
Yeah, no shit, but they're already 10 minutes in. It's happening. So she's keeping little Marty McFly in a cage in her underground prison base lab, while he's constantly reminding himself that it could be worse. Then the dad shows up.
She took us by surprise.
How do I explain that to my wife?
She took us by surprise.
Well, that does make sense. Then he tries to betray him, and holy shit! How do you miss that bad? Now Banderas has finally accepted he's in this shit, so let's keep it moving.
One touch of a button and he could give a head of state a heart attack or a brain aneurysm.
World leaders have always been into the freakiest shit.
We pulled out from a traffic cam. Now this woman single-handedly took out a heavily armed DIA escort detail.
Their driving's always been catastrophic.
No conscience, no morality.
How about you get to the fucking point?
I need you to find her.
An Asian lady that can't drive somewhere in the world should be a piece of cake. So he tells them, I don't know, how about a mall in Vancouver or some shit, and fucking nails it. Now they're in position to make the street safer when this guy gets excited and ruins everything.
Freeze.
Look, bro, hate to tell you how to do your job, but I'm gonna, 'cause you're fucking terrible. First, if your plan isn't to kill her,
we need her alive.
You could probably ditch the snipers.
She knows you won't kill her.
Second, when you inevitably have your gun taken from you because you're incompetent, feel free to use the time she's fumble fucking with the hammer to do anything other than stand there like a goddamn idiot. So she knocks him out with this very subtly telegraphed move. Now it's officially on. And we find out she shoots as well as she drives. But the Vancouver police aren't gonna let her one down them, so when they're not running into the line of fire, they're shooting like 30 feet over her head. So she has no choice but to go full Steven Seagal and massacre half of Canada. Bonus points for ejecting what appear to be live rounds, but she keeps her eyes open like she's not a total fraud pussy, which is an instant disqualification. And also, everybody's dead, so her work here is done. So now he's gonna get to the bomb. Just kidding, she's still there. Fuck you. And sure, she's been slaughtering innocent people for fun, but this guy takes it too far.
Hey, beautiful, what?
How fucking dare you? And because someone like that
Hey, beautiful.
is obviously dangerous, Banderas doesn't take any chances. Holy shit, she's driving again. This is bad. But on the plus side, she is getting better. So he chases her down and drops this bombshell.
I just want my wife.
First, we saw that. And second, she didn't even know he was married. Eventually, the awkwardness gets to be too much, so she tells him do what you gotta do and just fucking runs. What happens next is some shit you would never guess because it was stupid the first time, so why would they do it again? Because this time he means business. Never mind, this was actually dumber. Thankfully, we get the action movie version of spraying your hose at the dogs going at it on your front lawn to break this shit show up. Later, things go from bad to worse when Banderas not only has to deal with this snotty little shit, but the Canadian police, who are damn near FBI level.
You're under arrest for the shooting of U.S. federal agent Julio Martin.
There were a shitload of witnesses, including the guy that got shot.
He knows.
Who's very much still alive.
How is he?
Not bad, considering a bullet missed his heart by about a centimeter.
And even you guys, but sure, it was him. Fucking idiots. Meanwhile, she's perfected a super weapon,
Totally undetectable.
and all you have to do is shoot them with a hollow point. Fucking genius. So now, they're taking him away from the police station by himself on a DOC school bus that Vancouver obviously has. While every part of that sounds wrong, there's a perfectly reasonable holy shit explosion. Anyways, perfectly reasonable. Holy shit, another one. She wasn't even driving. What the fuck? But no time for that, cause the bus is picking up speed. So he grabs the prison street sweeper and climbs on top of the bus that's been sliding for a good 30 seconds now and showing no signs of slowing. While Newtonian physics is collapsing all around him, he unloads on a concrete bridge out of pure desperation. While he's doing that pointless shit, this guy biffs it for a perfectly valid holy shit explosion, which is when he remembers the landmark case of Finders v. Keepers, and now he has a motorcycle. So the chase is on, but who cares about them? The real story is this fucking Jeep, who not only keeps up with the bikes, but occasionally passes them. They end up losing it when it gets too far ahead of them. Then Banderas sees a bunch of shit exploding and does the right thing by YOLOing into the middle of it. He rolls all the way to an aquarium, just go with it, and holy shit, a beluga whale. Also, his dead wife, but mostly that fucking whale. Turns out, it was just a wacky misunderstanding. So she did what normal women do when they think their husband died. Never go home or contact your friends and family, change your name, move to another country, and marry your husband's friend.
But I only became his wife in name.
You know, women things. So he asks what the point of any of that was, and it turns out there's a perfectly reasonable holy shit explosion. But not this time. This time he's getting answers. No, you're not. Yes, he is. No, you're fucking not. Meanwhile, they're settling their differences with a good old-fashioned dance-off. Also with exploding dip, but the dance-off was just as important. Then we finally get some answers.
Why?
We had to get rid of Agent Clark, so there could be a Robert Gant.
And sure, that Clark guy's never been mentioned before, and even if he had, I don't see how it answers anything, but there is a perfectly rational... Now everybody's dead. Okay, now everybody's dead, so I guess we'll never know.